Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the final parts of Attack on Titan. This is an action fiction series, and here is a summary. When man-eating titans first appeared 100 years ago, humans found safety behind massive walls that stopped the giants in their tracks. But the safety they have had for so long is threatened when a colossal titan smashes through its barriers, causing a flood of the giants into what had been the human safe zone. During the carnage that follows, soldier Aaron Yeager sees one of the creatures devour his mother, which leads him to vow that he will kill every titan. He enlists some friends who survive to help him, and that group is humanity's last hope for avoiding extinction at the hands of the monsters.
Attack on Titan is one of those animes that I consider my OG anime, basically saying I've been watching it since it first came out. It's one of those shows that I consider to be one of the GOATs, and it's amazing. So the rating I give this show is going to be a 5. I was going back and forth between 4.5, 4, but I just end up just solidifying with a 5 because, like I said, I truly like it. Let's get into my pros and my cons. First pro is a great plot, is an amazing story. I feel like they did an amazing job telling this story. They did a really good job. The animation of this show is amazing too. It was crazy. Like, it started off with Aaron's mom getting eating, right? That's kind of what started his like revenge and hatreds with Titans. I love the powers of each Titan. I think each Titan was very unique and different with their own abilities. I like the ODM gear the scouts use. Thought that was cool. I really like Levi's character and Mikasa's character. They both were really strong. When Aaron began controlling the Titans for the first time and he began throwing them at the Titan who ate his mom, that was crazy. Finding out Reiner and Berthol with their armor and Colossal Titan, that was crazy too. Finding out that they were Titans in the wall, that was crazy. We both saw that part and we're just like, wow, I can't believe that. Finding out the truth behind the royal family and when Aaron's dad became an attack Titan and actually ate one of the royals, and then he turned Aaron into a Titan and Aaron ate him. That was crazy. When Historia found out when the royal family get the founder Titan's power, they also get King Fritz's memory and his will to make them stay in the walls. It was hard when Levi and Aaron both had to make a decision on who to save, Erwin or Armin. Just the story behind the Titans was epic, like how they were created, them actually being humans, right? So the Titans were actually Eldian humans from Marley. Finding out Zeke and Aaron were half brothers. Finding out the Titans only lived for 13 years. That was crazy too. When Zeke spiked the wine and then he screams, turning all the guards into Titans. When Gabby blows off Aaron's head, trying to prevent him and Zeke from touching so he can get the Founding Titans powers. Finding out Aaron convinced his dad to kill the royal family. He was like a spirit from the future. That was crazy. Finding out the true story of Ymir, who was a slave to an Eldian king, and she got her powers from a jellyfish-like creature. She would then go on to help the king win wars, and she even sacrificed herself to let him live. She also had kids by this king. When she died, the king told her kids eat her body basically to get her powers. The rumbling in season 4, part 3 was very horrific. It was just crazy. People getting trampled, and some of them even killed themselves because they didn't want to get trampled by these gigantic titans. And I like the commander's speech. My cons: I didn't really care for the Titans' face, especially those abnormal Titans. They were crazy. I didn't like Aaron's face when he became the founder at the end. He just looked like this gigantic worm or something with big skeleton bones. It was just crazy, slithering on his belly. He just was not a good sight to look at. I really didn't like when Aaron became evil. I understand the stuff that had happened to him as a kid, and I even understood his passion of wanting to destroy the Titans, but he basically became the very thing that he wanted to destroy, which I thought was kind of like selfish, killing a lot of innocent people. I thought that was real wrong. It was sad when Sasha died. I feel like Annie kind of looked really too young for her age. I know she was kind of sad that hardened capsule thing, but I feel like everybody else looked older, like they grew up or something. I don't know if she stayed the same age or slowed down her aging, but she still like the same girl that they met in season 1. I thought that was crazy. I don't like how they're all still trying to convince Aaron to stop the rumbling. Like, they're trying to, I get they're trying to talk to him because they're his friend, but it's like, he's obviously not listening to y'all. He's obviously not paying attention. Y'all keep saying like, no, please, like, don't do this. And he's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And they're like, but we're friends. He's like, I'm still gonna do it. And they're still trying to convince him. Even though this last season kind of have them like, all right, forget it, no more convincing, but they're gonna talk. That's just what happened in these anime shows. Hanji dying was sad. I didn't like that even though the crisis was happening, with Aaron with the rumbling, Marlians were still trying to talk down on the Eldians when they was on the train trying to escape. And I also think the showrunner who made this show, he's basically doing way too much, like extending it to this long. All these parts, part 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, dude, just literally just show the ending, but he's trying to milk it. So other than that, I enjoyed the show. I give it a 5. Gruesome, but Dope.
Okay, guys, I usually don't give point fives, but I'm gonna give this show a
Let's
4.5 out of
go.
5.
Let's go.
The plot was really good. The Titans, I feel like they're what drew me into this show, and the fact that it's just weird. They're naked, they eat people. It's just like weird. When the colossal titan shows up and was taller than the walls and kicked it open to let the rest of the titans in, that was just so crazy. The trauma that Aaron had to go through seeing his mom get eaten in front of him and there was nothing he could do about it, that was sad. I knew Aaron wasn't dead when he was swallowed by that titan, but I didn't think he was going to turn into one. And it was just so ironic that he hated the Titans and wanted to kill them, and he turned into one. Crazy when they discovered that there were Titans in the walls. The Beast Titan looked so silly with his big body and tiny head, but it was crazy how he was Aaron's half brother. I think it was cool that Zeke had the power to change people into Titans by yelling, and him putting his spinal fluid in the wine was wild, but it was smart on his end because he was able to turn a bunch of people into Titans that way. The rumbling was crazy, seeing all those colossal titans walking side by side. They literally killed so many people without having to fight or do anything extra.
Just walking.
They just walked and crushed everything under their feet and flattened everything. There was literally nowhere you could run or hide to escape. Aaron's titan body, the founder body, whatever you call it, in the final parts was so ugly. He looked like a giant bony fish. But I'm ready to see what happens in this last part. But I think overall it was a really good anime series.
Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.